My name is Katherine Cefalo, and I'm a freshman at Syracuse University. I'm from Miami, Florida, and when I was a sophomore in high school, there was a shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas, which is in Parkland, which is about an hour from where I live. There were a lot of school shootings that year, but this one was different for all of us because we all lived so close. And I went to an all-girls Catholic school in Miami. So we weren't allowed to have any political affiliations. A lot of public schools in my area started doing walkouts, and so I wanted to do one at my school because it was something I just became really passionate about. And so I had to fight a lot with the administration to let us walk out of school, but in the end they still wouldn't let us do the walkout. So I said, I'm not asking for permission, I'm just letting you know that we're gonna walk out on this day. We all got in pretty big trouble. I knew that there were people on the administration who wanted us to do it, but the headmaster really didn't want us to do it, and we ended up going to City Hall, which was something that a lot of schools didn't do. They just did a protest, but instead we wanted to talk to the government in our city. We talked to the commissioner, and he ended up doing things like a gun buyback program. Instead of just walking out doing a protest like a lot of other people did, we wanted to make sure that we actually made a change when we did it, so it was worth something. And I think that it was, because we ended up getting policies put in place that made our city safer. This situation made me a lot more invested in politics, and it made me compelled to educate the people around me about politics, because I know a lot of people our age at that point weren't really interested in voting or anything. I mean, we were 16 at the time, but the time in 2 years we'd be able to vote, and at that time people were pre-registering to vote. So I got a lot of my classmates to pre-register to vote, and they were all, telling their parents to vote. Even though it didn't necessarily make a big change within my school because we all couldn't vote yet, it all impacted their parents to make them want to vote, because no one thinks that it can happen to them until it actually happens. And we realized how easy it was for it to happen at our school.